Previously, on Survivor. Haku tribe was feeling some turmoil after the first tribal council. Some distrust was formed in the All-Girls Alliance after a plan to vote out Martin was discussed. Over on the Koa tribe, Andrea spent time looking for her immunity idol, but didn't find anything. Meanwhile, a solid alliance between 6 members of the Koa tribe started to form, leaving Zach and Jared out. At the challenge, both tribes were neck and neck, but Haku came out on top to win their first immunity challenge, and Martin decided to give Daria the idol clue. Now that Koa had someone to vote out, the Alliance of 6 quickly realized they weren't much of an alliance. Distrust started to form around Chris. His numerous alliances made him a threat very quickly. Although there were a few other names being thrown out, Chris was unanimously voted out. Alliances are slowly forming on both tribes. What will happen next? Find out now on the next episode of Survivor Kahuna.
Wow, what a week, first of all. It was a unanimous decision to vote out Chris. We just felt that he was getting too buddy-buddy with different people. From people I talked to, it seemed that he originally was gunning for me and Jared, and that set me off right away. I also knew he didn't like Jared and felt that our communications and our goals were different, not there. So Chris, fantastic guy, but he had to go. As far as the week ahead, I'm not worried at all. There's a dynamic going on in our group that I'm pretty sure is unknown to most of the players, but as long as everybody keeps their heads and realizes that we're a part of the same goal, then we should be fine for a little while at least.
Alright. First things first, I'll take the bunny back from Haku. What? Immunity? Not what you're playing for today.
What?
What? Individual immunity, guys. Individual. Today, each tribe will be playing for individual immunity. Because a week from today, both tribes will go to tribal council, and both tribes will vote a member out of this game. One of you asked me right before Tribal about the fact that there are fewer weeks than there are players. You were correct.
I didn't start this, guy.
You did this! Not us! So, the way the challenge will work is each tribe will face off against their own tribe members for a chance to win individual immunity. So at next week's Tribal Council, each tribe will have one person who will be safe. Does that make sense? Alright, let me explain how the challenge works. This is our first repeat challenge from Season 1. It is a Scrabble word constructing challenge. You will see over on this side that there are a bunch of buckets lined up. I don't know if you can all tell from where you're standing, but in these boxes right here are a bunch of tiles that are flipped over that all have letters on them. Additionally, behind the letter tiles, there are the numbers 1 through 7 right here in the back. The way the challenge works is everyone will start at a bucket. When I say go, you will run over to the letters. You will be allowed to take one letter. You can look at them. You will be allowed to take one letter and bring it back at a time. So each time you cross, you can take one letter with you. The definition of bringing a letter with you, as you'll see all the letters behind this line on the cement, so you cannot take multiple letters past this line. Does that make sense? Micah, so
clarify, are we allowed to look at a letter and choose not to pick it up?
Correct.
Okay.
So you could flip this one over, say, I don't want that letter. Keep flipping them over until you find one that you want. Jared,
Do you put them back down, face down?
it's up to you. Martin.
If you take the letter over and later decide you don't want that letter, then you bring it back.
That's fine. You don't have to use every letter you bring over. Just when you construct your word, make sure it's not in the same line as your word, so that I can tell it's not a part of the word. The reason that you have buckets is so that you can hide your word from other players, so they don't know what you're making or how long you're making it. Make sure that you know which bucket is yours, so make sure you know where it's lined up in line down there. Andrea.
So our goal is to make the longest word.
Yes, the objective is to make the longest word possible. You're going to have a time limit of 6 minutes to do this. The way that you, when you have completed your word, you need to come to these numbers and grab a number to lock in your time. So the first person who finishes will want to grab number 1. Number 1 is the best number. The last person to finish will grab number 7. In the event where 2 players are tied for the longest word, the lower number will be the person who wins the challenge. So to lock in your answer, one of your cycles of coming over here needs to be grabbing a number and putting it on top of your bucket, and then your word has been locked in. If you do not have your number on top of your bucket before 6 minutes is up, it does not count, and you are not qualified to win. Yes, it has to be a single word. And if it's questionable if it's a word or not, we'll look it up on dictionary.com.
Not urban.
Yeah. Are there any other questions? Alright. Because Haku won last week, Koa will go first in this challenge. Haku, you will be allowed to watch, but you must stay over to the side. Alright. Survivors ready? Go! Back off quick. I don't even know if he checked his letter. Interesting strategy. What is it to be, but will it work? Andrea, Victoria, all very close out. Followed by Micah, Rachel, and Chloe. This is going to be a bit of an endurance challenge. Are you willing to run the entire time in this challenge? Everyone coming back to their second set of letters. We're in the early stages of this challenge. We're 1 minute in, 5 minutes to go. Varying in speeds at this point. People try not to run into each other. Martin doing jumping jacks to get ready. Or something. We're halfway into this challenge. 3 minutes to go. All the letters getting flipped over at this point is going to make it easier for everybody. There are 2 minutes left in this challenge. Zach logging in very early. Interesting strategy. All right, Zach is locked in. Remember, to lock in, grab the lowest number that you can find, place it on top of your bucket. We have a minute and a half left in this challenge. Daria has locked in. Andrew is still running. Andrew grabbing her tile to lock in. We're down to 1 minute in this challenge. Chloe and Jared, the only two that have yet to lock in. "30 seconds left in the challenge. Seconds left in this challenge.
Go guys!
Seconds left in this challenge. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neither of your words count. No. It's not over top either.
I didn't know how to be under the bucket. Okay.
Did I clarify that it had to be under the bucket?
I don't think so.
Yeah. If I didn't say that, that's fair. We'll let Jared clock in because he was right at the end. I don't think Chloe was on time though. All right. We'll now go down in order of when people locked in and check the words. Zach, show us what you made. Zach made the word pancakes, an 8-letter word, correctly spelled. Micah made the word wrathful, an 8-letter word, but Zach clocked in first, so Zach is still in the lead. Daria came in third. Daria with the word becoming, also an 8-letter word. Zach still in the lead. Rachel with the word runners with 7 letters. Zach still in the lead. Andrea came in 5th. Andrea with the word simplistic, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 10-letter word. Yeah. 10 letters. Jared? Jared with the word visitor. That is a 7-letter word. Congratulations, Andrea. You have won individual immunity for next week. All right. Survivors ready? Ready. Go. Everybody playing hard off the get-go. Matt leads you out first, ball closes by Mark. Everyone else can do a little more time to look for the letters they want. Devin and Emily coming back. Becca hunting for a good letter. Come on, Becca. Go.
Just give someone a letter.
Make sure you know the bucket is yours.
Hold on, which bucket is mine?
Oh, I'm wasting out shape for this kind of stuff.
We're 1 minute into the challenge. 5 minutes to go. Counted. We are 3 minutes into this challenge. We are halfway done. 3 minutes remaining. guys doing? You have a minute and a half left in this challenge. Matt grabbing a sweatshirt. Matt, you locked in? All right.
Come on, Emily! Woo!
1 minute left. Emily, anyone who is not locked in, couldn't help her. Find out. Emily going back again. You have 45 seconds.
Got it, Emily! Emily!
Really thought Dolls and Z was gonna win.
30 seconds left in this challenge.
I couldn't find a W, otherwise I would have done D-A-W-G-Z.
All right. All right. We will go in the order that people locked in. Matt, you can go ahead and reveal your word.
Trailings.
Trailings. Matt, that is a 9-letter word. Matt is in the lead. Martin with number 2.
Deposited.
Martin with the word deposited. That is a 9-letter word. Martin takes the lead.
Tie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Matt had it first.
Sorry, Matt was first, so Matt is still in the lead. Not trying to jip you, I'm sorry.
Yes, you are, Jeff.
Lindsay is number 3. Let's see what Lindsay's word is.
I hope this is a real word.
Enumerates.
That's a real word. I think it's a word.
It is a word. Someone confirm. Where's Ember? It's a word.
It's a word.
Is that the correct spelling?
It's right.
Yeah, it's right.
All right, it's been checked. That is a 10-letter word. Lindsay is in the lead.
That's Lindsay! Woo! Wait.
Becca, number 4. Becca with the word endanger. That is a correctly spelled 8-letter word.
You're all sideways though, so.
Lindsay still in the lead. Devin, 5th to clock in.
Was that actually
With
that
the
was on her
word
shirt?
Yeah.
cephalized.
It's not cheating.
It's on your shirt? No, that's very lucky. That is a 10-letter word. Devin takes the lead. Oh wait, no, sorry. My brain is malfunctioning right now. That's a tie. Lindsay is still in the lead. I'm sorry.
No, we're both in the lead.
No, you.
You clocked in first,
Your number.
so you're in the lead.
Oh, thank you.
Emily?
Whoa.
Nervousness. That is an 11-letter word. Emily wins individual immunity for Haku.
This team is scary.
With the brains.
All right, Andrea, individual immunity. Turn around. Andrea, Safe and Travel Council this week. Emily, individual immunity. Come forward. Turn around. All right. Andrea, safe at Koa's Tribal Council, and Emily, safe at Haku's Tribal Council. For the rest of you, the 3rd and 4th person will be voted out of this game next week. Andrea and Martin do rock, paper, scissors to decide which tribe will go first next week.
2 out of 3 or 1?
Just one.
Okay. Does this actually matter much?
Not really, but we need someone to decide.
For practice, Andrea, that makes it very important. Not for us, but for us.
All right, Andrea wins.
Okay.
So Haku,
Okay, we want to go first.
All right.
Haku will go to Tribal Council first, followed by Koa.
We'd have to go out. It doesn't really matter.
Jay just getting voted out either way.
All right. Until then, good night. I'll see you then.
Go ahead.
So I'm kind of freaking out right now. I did not think I was going to win the challenge. I kind of just got too competitive, and in hindsight I might not have wanted to win the challenge because I wasn't really in danger per se this week. I mean, at least everyone else is giving the assumption that they're trusting me, so I think that this week I was going to be safe too. So now I feel like that just puts a target on my back for next week. But I don't know, the necklace is cool and pretty and snazzy, so I guess it's fun. But yeah, we'll see how this goes from here. I think I might have messed things up a little bit.
Well, my neck's on the line.
Yes.
Essentially, we know that Rachel and Daria want to vote me out, and yeah, so we've decided instead of allowing them to do that, we're going to be voting out Rachel because of someone else want to take over from here because I was not prepared.
Well, because Andrea is betraying you guys. Sorry.
Just Andrea.
Jared as well.
Let's
because
not just give
Okay, for real though. For real, I'm just ahead.
we don't feel bad.
a little bit.
It's mainly because we think, well, obviously it's one of you three that need to go, and
Obviously, because we can't go.
then right, because we're on a team. So then it left like the three, Rachel, Daria, and Chloe, and then Daria has a potential immunity idol, and she'll be, if she does have it, she might be like less likely to be suspicious if we're actually voting on someone else. Because if we vote her out, then trying to like kind of mess around with her, she might get antsy and want to do it, but she'll be like less knowing if it's not the one that, if she's not on the chopping block. And also Chloe would figure we can save her for later.
Exactly.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. But yeah. So that's our strategy going forward. And
Hashtag James.
Hashtag
Who's James?
Jams.
Jams. Jams. Like peanut butter and jams.
Like Jared, Andrew,
Yes.
Micah, and Zach.
Yeah, that's our alliance name.
Jams.
Jams. We have a group chat and everything.
it's true. So sorry.
This has been our Jams session. So.
Hello. It is, I don't even know what number day it is. Is that Becca coming? I don't think that's Becca coming. I hope it's not Becca coming. I don't think it's Becca coming. I'm okay. Oh yeah, that's Casey, not Becca. Okay. This game has made me paranoid if you haven't been able to tell. But today, just 5 minutes ago, JJ sent a second half to the hidden immunity idol clue that I had received. And I forget already what the second part of the clue was, but it said, let me just go off what the first clue said. Your journey begins where you came to start. That's Old Main right there. That's where admissions is. Everyone coming here had to go there to come to Messiah. For in this game, everyone must play a part. You've got playing instruments, you've got plays, which are types of shows. That is the High Center and Climbing-a-Hagen, and that's where those things happen. Where paths connect graze what began as seed. When rustles are heard, you will find what you need. This entire time, I have been searching over there. And that over there is where I thought the clue might be, and I look there to no avail. I look down by the breaches. Today, JJ sent us a second clue that talked about a dip below the center. The center, of course, being the High Center. I knew it had to be somewhere here in the parking lot, and right behind me, it all makes sense. Where paths connect. Graze what began as seed. And when rustles are heard, baby, you will find what you need. I have in my hand a hidden immunity idol, and the feeling is fantastic. I gotta sit down and open this or something. Hold on, let me find a place to prop up my phone. Here we are. There, now you can see me. Leave this here if you are not a Survivor Messiah contestant. Well, I am a Survivor Messiah contestant. So we're going to open this thing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Oh, man. actually really fancy. Good job, JJ. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Oh, yes. Yes. This is beautiful. Oh, man. Okay, that's kind of creepy. But that's a little creepy. But otherwise, this is... Oh, unity. Oh, never felt so good. Oh, I can breathe in peace now. But no one can know. I might tell Aiden. Since I told him about the clue in the first place, I may tell him, but I'm not telling anyone else. I wouldn't want that. So yeah, here's the victory and going forward in the future.
Okay, so I just met with the 3 other girls because the first week we formed an alliance. I don't know if they've already shared that. And we're slowly going to pick off all the boys on our tribe because that's super fun. And then we're hoping the other tribe will do that too, so we can have an all-girl merge. And so we were between Martin and Ricky last week, and then or 2 weeks ago, and we got rid of Ricky. But now this week we decided we want to get rid of Matt because he seems like a threat, and he's very smart and athletic. And Devin is working with him, and they think they're allies. So, yep.
Okay, so not a lot actually happened this week. It seems like everyone's kind of knowing what they're supposed to be doing. Me, Jared, Micah, and Zach were the Jams Alliance. We decided that we were going to vote Rachel out, and then we're not telling Rachel or Daria or Chloe, obviously not Rachel, that we're voting her out. And they told us to tell Zach and Micah that we're voting Rachel. It's a mess right now, but they think that we're all voting Micah, but we're all voting Rachel. Personally, for me, I would like to see Rachel off because I feel like she has a lot more going on that anyone really knows about. And I don't think she actually has a super solid alliance on our tribe, which makes me think that there's some with the other tribe. And so when things go to like tribe swaps and the merge, I feel like she's going to be able to pull a lot of strings after. So I want to kind of get rid of her before she has the ability to do that. Also, I think Lindsay Letter, I want to be in an alliance with her, but I think that if it came down to it, she would choose Rachel. So that's why I also want Rachel off. That way I don't think that they would both turn on me later, and then I have an alliance with Lindsay. Another crazy thing that happened this week was that Chloe knows I have the immunity idol clue. So that kind of messes things up because, I mean, so far she really trusts me, and I met with her and she just kind of spilled everything, which was super great. But I don't know if she'll use that information against me or, yeah, so she might need to go next week. But then Daria has the other immunity idol clue. I don't think she's found the actual idol, which was kind of a concern, but I don't think she'll play it, even if she did have it, because I'm pretty sure everyone thinks we're voting Micah, except the main 4, which has the majority. So we'll see how it goes. I'm worried about Jared flipping, because basically right now it's like you just choose which alliance you want to be in, and if Jared flips, then we're in the minority, and then Micah goes home, and then we only have 2 left, and then it's gonna be done. So it could go either really well this week or really bad. So yeah, we'll see.
So I found this little fella 5 hours ago, and I mean, I already have too many thoughts for just the past 5 hours. So I have told no one except Matt and Aiden about the fact that I have an immunity idol. I want to be able to retain those alliances, and I think having them, especially Aiden, will help me very much in the long run. Matt, I debated over whether I should tell him or not, but first off, I know that if he had found the idol, I would want to know about it so that I'm not searching forever, because he has a clue. And I also know that I'm the only person that he trusts right now. So I want to be able to use that to my advantage. So, tonight. Right now, I have heard that Emily and Lindsay are planning to vote for me. That's a little terrifying. However, I have received assurance from everyone else. I've received assurance from everyone that the plan is to vote for Lindsay. So, unless I hear otherwise during tonight's tribal council discussion, I'm planning not to vote, not to play this. I have suspicions that we are going to have a tribe swap or a merge or something very soon. And in the case that we do, this will be much more valuable then than it is right now. So for those reasons, I would much rather not use it right now. I also have the secret advantage that I could use, but I would rather wait to use that till an even-numbered week. Like next week we'll have 6 players. So if it's split up 3 and 3, that secret advantage can then be the extra vote that's the tiebreaker. And that would be so much more advantageous than trying to use it right now when I don't really know what the outcome is going to be. So, we are in a little bit of trouble. And I think if I can get away with it, I don't want to play anything special this week. But I really hope I'm not wrong.
Alright, welcome to Tribal Council. Tonight, the 3rd person and the 4th person, don't forget about you guys, will be voted out as Survivor Kahuna. Martin, how is this week different from the first week when you guys had to go to Tribal Council?
I mean, the first week we didn't know each other. This week we kind of know each other better. I'd say we've gotten to know each other better, and we've built friendships, alliances, and the like over the past couple weeks. But I would say the level of paranoia is the same.
Alright. Maybe. So, by getting to know people, does that make it harder to vote people out?
Yes.
It does? Okay. Becca, one thing Martin mentioned was that there are alliances forming. Do you think that there's separate alliances forming amongst the tribe?
Yeah, I mean, I think that at this point in the game, maybe the first week was all about, like, trying to find people, and the vote maybe ended up being voting out the person who couldn't find people quickly enough. But now that we've been in the game longer, everyone's had a chance to, like, strategize more. So I think that everyone has someone that they think they're allied with at least.
So how does that impact the tribe this time versus last time with people that maybe you see in alliances now?
I don't. Yeah, that's true. We don't use the big group chat.
The group chat with everyone in it is not functional anymore?
Not that it was super useful before.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I think it probably means that people are getting lied to more because people are trying a little more than before. But, yeah, I don't know.
Do you think you've been lied to?
Probably. I don't know. It's Survivor.
Have you lied to anyone else so far?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have.
Devin, have you had to lie to anyone yet? Is that difficult for you? Is that easy for you?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? It's just part of the game?
I know that it's part of the game. I know it's what I signed up for, but, like, I don't like it.
So if you know that you are lying to other people, how do you determine if other people are telling you the truth?
Kind of gotta go on gut.
Just kind of gotta hope?
Yeah.
Alright. Matt, do you see any groups forming within the tribe at this point?
At
think we're all a big one happy family, and we're hoping that nobody gets voted out tonight, so what I'm expecting, you know.
Would someone like to remind Matt what game we're playing?
We are playing Survivor, not Jeopardy.
Oh shoot, what are you guys voting for tonight? No, okay. Yeah, this group's around here.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Aiden, what kind of groups have you noticed forming?
Some.
Some?
There's a couple.
There's a couple?
Are forming, and they are forming with people in them.
Are you a part of a group in this game?
Who knows, man? Who's to say, really? Not me, that's for sure.
Lindsay, are you a part of a group in this game?
I think so.
You think so? Emily, do you think you're a part of a group in this game?
I hope so.
You hope so? How do you determine if that is a group that is actually going to work with you or not?
If the vote goes the way I hope it goes tonight.
That's true. You don't have to worry about being voted out tonight.
That's correct.
How does that feel?
Well, honestly, I've been anxious if there's some sort of twist, like my immunity idol doesn't count or something. So I still really haven't felt super safe this week.
That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Having said that.
Being Jeff is fun. So Matt, a lot of people have said that there's groups forming, but haven't really given any information on what kind of groups are forming. Are you just hoping that the vote goes your way tonight and then you'll see who you can trust?
I'm either going out tonight or I'm not going out tonight, and I'm not trying to give the other tribe information, so.
What do you mean by that?
I'm either going out tonight or I'm not going out tonight. I mean, I could be going out tonight, and I would fully expect it.
Do you feel worried that you might be going out tonight?
I'm always worried. I have my bags packed just like everyone else, so.
Gotcha. Lindsay, are you worried at all that you're going out tonight?
A little.
Is there anyone who feels confident other than Emily? Well, I guess Emily doesn't feel confident either. Is there anyone who feels confident that they will be in this game in about 10 minutes?
Plot twist. No, I'm just kidding.
If Emily isn't confident, no one can be confident.
Yeah, true. Good point.
All right, well, you guys don't want to reveal a whole lot. I guess we're going to find out why in a few moments. It's time to vote. Aiden, you can go back and vote.
I want to vote her out. I don't want to vote anybody out. Can we just not vote anybody out? Is that okay? That's not okay. I don't even know how to spell her name.
My vote is for Lindsay, and this is purely because Emily had immunity and I did not want to send you home, but this is my best chance for not an all-girls alliance happening.
You're a really strong player, but you made a final 3 deal with me in the second week, and that's just a little sketchy.
Alright, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. I can see the votes. First vote, Matt. 1 vote, Matt. Lindsay. 1 vote, Lindsay. 1 vote, Matt. Matt. 2 votes, Matt. 1 vote, Lindsay. Lindsay. 2 votes, Lindsay. 2 votes, Matt. Matt. That's 3 votes, Matt. 2 votes, Lindsay. Lindsay. That's 3 votes Lindsay, 3 votes Matt, 1 vote left. The third person voted out of Survivor Kahuna. Matt.
Well played.
Matt, you'll need to bring me your torch. Matt, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, today Tribal Matt said, I'm either going home or I'm not going home. We found out which of those was true. You guys can switch off with Koa, and then afterwards we will have an immunity challenge. Go ahead and switch out. Alright, Koa, welcome to Tribal Council. You guys are very cuddly this evening.
It is cold, JJ.
It is cold.
I'm good.
The Survivor, welcome to the elements, Jared. Alright, so, Andrea.
Yeah.
You won immunity this week. How does it feel to be safe at tonight's Tribal Council?
I don't know. It feels kind of weird, surreal a little bit. I'm honestly not paying attention about that. I don't think I was going to get voted off anyway, so I hope that was still the case. Yeah, I'm excited to have it, but I think it was not necessarily necessary. I don't know.
Rachel, do you agree with that Andrea had nothing to worry about either way?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's good that he trusts the alliances that he has. Like, in an alliance with her, that'd be a good thing to hear.
So based on your tone and your smiling, is that how you feel? Do you think you're in an alliance with her?
I don't know. We'll find out today.
Zach, how is this week different than your vote last week?
Honestly, it's very similar.
Very similar?
Yeah. This week was very low stress, very low key. But we'll find out.
Last week's vote was unanimous. Do you think this week's vote is also going to be unanimous?
No, I don't think it will be unanimous.
Okay. So is there more of a division in the tribe?
Yes.
There is. Is it a clear division?
I would like to think so.
You would like to think so?
Yes.
Micah, do you have an idea what division he's talking about?
Well, I may not. It all depends on your point of view.
My point of view is that someone just revealed there's a division in the tribe.
Well, I mean, it could be said that there is a division in the tribe. It could also be said that there is not a division in the tribe.
Zach, where do you see a division in the tribe?
Between two groups of people.
Thank you, Zach.
I got you.
Chloe, do you also see a division between two groups of people?
Well, right now we're all pretty close together. I don't see anything.
Okay. The other tribe is in here. You guys can share if you want to. The other tribe isn't here.
They're not the problem.
They're not the problem? Zach, what is the problem? Or who is the problem?
Who is the problem? We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Daria, how confident do you feel that you will still be here after this tribal council?
Well, if things go the way I think they will, then I would. Like, anything can happen.
Jared, do you feel the same way? You hope it goes the way you want it to, but you don't really know?
Yeah, I hope it goes the way I want it to. Originally, I was considering sitting all the way at that end, hoping that I could vote first, so when I came back I could say, well, at least I know it's going how I want so far, but I didn't end up taking that seat because it's warmer in the middle.
A strategic move by Jared against the tribal council. Alright, well, it seems like there's some sort of division and a lot of secrecy around what exactly that is. So I think, let's not delay it any longer. Let's go ahead and find out. Andrea, you can go back and vote.
This is either gonna go really, really good or very, very bad. We'll see.
I'm voting Micah because I was told to vote Micah, I don't want to, though. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully, no one has screwed me over this time.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Micah. Rachel. 1 vote Micah, 1 vote Rachel. Micah. 2 votes Micah, 1 vote Rachel. Rachel. 2 votes Rachel, 2 votes Micah. Micah. That's 3 votes Micah, 2 votes Rachel. Rachel. 3 votes Rachel, 3 votes Micah, 1 vote left. The 4th person voted out of Survivor Kahuna. Rachel. Rachel, you'll need to bring me your torch. Rachel, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Like some of you said very vaguely earlier on, there certainly is a division on this tribe. We'll see how that plays out in the future. You guys can grab your stuff, and we will head down.